growth. Now, if you remember, when I mentioned this, you remember what we spoke about, just say amen. Just to let me know that yes, you do in fact remember. Amen? So we spoke about the priority of growth and the importance of making growth a priority. So if you consider a business that starts as one person standing in a street corner under an umbrella, that person is going to stay there and probably intend that they're going to grow on from there. Amen? Yeah. Nobody really and truly wants to stay in the same place all the time. You want to grow on. So that business, once they get bigger, they want to be able to make something bigger, maybe buy a piece of spot somewhere and move on. If you have one location, guess what they want to do? They want to do what? Have a next location. They want to go somewhere else. If they're starting in Tabaki, they want to move on. Go to Rio Claro. If you want to go to San Fernando, you want to come north. You want to move on, build, and grow from there. But if growth is not a priority, guess what happens? You stay right there, one man in the corner. That's what's going to happen. So as we make growth a priority in our lives, as we desire to grow, as we put things in place to grow spiritually, as we begin to exercise and get the thing going so that we can grow, guess what happens to us? We actually grow. But we need to make growth a priority. Spoke about the accountability tip. And so it was not a mandate but a suggestion if you think it will be helpful. And that accountability tip is to invite someone who you trust into an accountability relationship basically with you. And it's essentially saying, look, brother Ramden, I want you maybe once a week or once a month, just give me a call, or you see me, you're checking on me, just ask me about my life, ask me about what I'm doing, ask me how I'm going, if I'm reading good, if I'm going to service, ask me about. And so because of that, I am now accountable to somebody else. And once there's accountability in place, guess what? It plays in our minds. Very simple thing, you know. So if you're a parent and you've given a responsibility to your child or children or among the children, and you say, well, I'm going out, and when I'm come back and I want you to tell me about such and such and such. Guess what? As children, we leave that and we go play and do all sorts of things. But before mommy and daddy comes home, guess what? We need to go and do it. Because they're going to ask us about it. And once we know that they're going to ask us about it, then there are probably consequences that come after if you didn't do it. But in the accountability here, the fact that somebody's going to ask you about something means that you are going to put some attention into it, and it's probably going to help you. We spoke about the power of the seed. We passed around some red beans. So if you missed out the red beans exercise, then sorry, but that's what we did. We saw some red beans, and we spoke about the power that is contained in the seed. There's a tremendous potential inside of every one of those seeds, regardless of what they are. That tiny seed to be able to, when it's planted in the ground and nourished, to grow into an entire tree. We spoke about the fact that there is a seed of the giant redwood that grows to over 300 feet. That seed is 1/4 inch in diameter. That tiny thing grows into a giant tree. The potential is inside. There's power inside the seed. We liken the seed to you. In the correct conditions, the seed is going to grow. It's going to grow. The seed needs a couple things. The seed needs a proper water supply, the correct temperature. The seed needs some nutrients in the soil. And once those things are right, guess what? The seed is going to grow. We spoke about the difference between the seed and the soil. The soil, there's a responsibility on the part of the sower, the farmer, to provide proper nutrients in the soil. You know, sometimes those of us who have green thumbs, I don't have one, we pay attention and we make sure we put the correct things in the soil. We buy potting soil and all sorts of things so that the soil can have the proper nutrients. Guess who's responsible for the soil? The sower is responsible, the farmer is responsible. For the case of you, the believer, the church is responsible for creating the proper environment for you to be able to receive your nourishment. We don't have services because we have nothing else to do. We really don't. We don't conduct ministry activities because there is nothing else in this world to do. No, there's a reason that we do these things, and these are designed and intended to help you grow. So you, the seed, then has the responsibility to take in the nutrients, take in the word of God, bask in the presence of the Holy Ghost, engage in the prayer, draw in, receive the nutrients, and do what? Grow. It's important that we grow. Amen?